Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Romancing the World with Charlie. So, for those of you who are new to this, what I do is I pick a book and I do a review on it. I love books, so hopefully I can recommend a new book for you that you have not aware of yet. So, sit back and relax. Be prepared to be romanced by the world.
Grab yourself a book, turn the lights down low. It's time, everybody, for Romancing the Woe.
Welcome back to the WoW. This book is Luxuria, a monster romance, Shades of Sin, Book 1 by Colette Rhodes. This was released in April of 2022, and I actually found this on Facebook, which if you're a writer, I highly recommend you put your books on Facebook, at least, put them out there, because I've been finding a lot more books there lately. That's very intelligent because everyone's on Facebook. So our book is about shades and humans. So you're gonna ask me, what's a shade? I know what that is. So, have you ever seen? A lot of times there's statues and there's books and things like that. Where what it is have you ever seen the one where it's like a dark figure and it's got the cloak and it's got the hood and you can't really make out the features? It's more like a shadow thing, but with the cloak. Now, when a shade goes to Earth, they go to Earth because they feed off of a human's fear. Now, they don't kill the human when they do this, but it empowers them and makes them stronger the more human fear they have. So, the more like fear for you or your terror feeds them. Again, the shades aren't killing the human, they're just taking the fear. So, on the Earth, the humans raise their children to be hunters. What's a hunter? Now, basically, you're taught to kill and hate a shade from the time you're a toddler. I kind of envision this as, people who are like terrorists who train their children to hate other nations because, oh, they're evil, they're bad, whatever. And the children grow up to hate them just because that's how they know. So in this book, the humans, are taught to hate the shades, and what they do is they actually can kill a shade if they have silver. It's very important to the story. Now, I gotta say, the writer didn't really go into like a killing moment with the shade. I'm assuming it's probably gonna come up in the future books because this is a series, which I'm like so there for it. So, anyway, so our woman is Ophelia. Now, Ophelia is a human, and she's always had a fascination with monsters, but she's kind of like the freak. She kind of held, kept it a secret, didn't tell anybody. She had her parents, she has an older sister, Astrid, and Ophelia is also an artist. So, as a teenage girl, she's 16 years old. She's doing drawings of monsters in very, romantic settings and everything. And her parents find this. So, being parents, what do they do? Well, you would think they would sit there and talk to her and go, "Oh, honey, so why do you feel this way?" No! They immediately go to the council. And what's the council? In this world on Earth, there's no president, vice president, prime minister, queen, king, nothing like that. What is, you have the council. And the council's all about hating on the shades. So immediately when the parents take this drawing that Ophelia had done, the council are like, "Oh my gosh, she must be shunned." So the parents have to send their daughter away to a boarding school. Now, the parents were pretty much done with her because they were like disgusted. She has, how dare you? How, you shamed the family. How dare you, be attracted to, monsters? Ugh, they're our enemy. They're disgusting. They're revolting. Oh my God. They're like, like animals. So she goes to boarding school. As soon as she graduates boarding school, she's on her own. There's no coming home to visit us. There's no, we're going to give you some money. There's no helping you to college. She's on her own. So Sophia on her own gets herself through college. Now she struggles. She's not living well. She has a tons of roommates. She's living in a crappy apartment, but she does what she has to do. So she graduates college. She goes on and she gets a computer tech job. Now her life's okay. She's not thrilled with it, but what are you gonna do? You gotta survive. So what happens is one day her sister calls her, Astrid calls, and she tells her the council and the Shade King have come up with a solution. They want a truce between the humans and the shades. And in order to do this, they need a female, Ophelia, to marry the Shade King. Now, in her little heart, she's thinking, "Oh my God, Shade King, he's hot. I can't believe it, you know. And she's thinking, all her bills can be taken care of. Because they said, okay, you don't have to worry about paying off your college debt. It's done. You don't have to worry about paying any of your bills, for your credit card bills, your car, anything you have. It's done. It's taken care of. You're going to go to Shade King. You're going to live with him. You know, come back and tell some stuff. You know what I'm saying with that. So, Ophelia's thrilled. Now, the Shade King, not so much. Because Alaric, who is the Shade King, assumes that Ophelia is a hunter. Of course she's not. She never was a hunter. You know, she was, you know, shunned. So he's thinking, and he has a brother, he has like guards, he has all these people who are saying, oh my God, they're going to send over this hunter for you to marry. And when you're in bed together, she's going to kill you. She'll be ferocious. She's going to be like this, you know, again, animal. Because again, the Shades have this view of what humans are like. Just like humans have this idea of what Shades are like. Completely wrong. So Alaric isn't thinking, oh, this is going to be a love match. He's thinking, okay, I'm doing this for my people because I had no choice. I want there to be a truce so my people aren't getting killed by the humans. So Ophelia shows up, and the thing is, like, there are moments he smells a scent from her, and he's trying to understand what the smell is. But what he doesn't understand is, even though fear for other humans is like, oh, like an aphrodisiac for them, her fear is like sour to him. But he doesn't understand that at first. So when he smells her fear, he's like, oh, stop doing that. Stop. And she's like, how can I stop that? Because there's one person there, who I will not tell you who she is, but there's a person there who she's terrified of. Because this person wants to kill her from jump. Now, I'm not saying all the Shades are like welcoming, like, hey, come on in, you know, we will be buddies. But they're going to tolerate her because, first of all, she's a queen. Now, Ophelia wins people over because she has a great personality, and she doesn't judge them. She doesn't discriminate against them. She wants to be helpful. She wants to do what she can for these people because they're her people. She wants these people to be her family. She has no family. Her human family has given her up. Yes, she has a sister, but even her sister doesn't understand her because her sister is a hunter. She's always been a hunter. So for, you know, Ophelia, she finally must be accepted. But what Alaric doesn't understand is that sometimes there's this wonderful smell from her. Oh, he's like, oh, it's wonderful. Well, that's her arousal. But he doesn't get that for quite a while. So while she's there, you know, she's followed around by a female guard. And you go, okay, why should she be followed around by a female guard? Because again, they think she's this ferocious hunter. They think that she's going to kill people. So even the female guard's like, oh my God, I'm going to be here because this is my duty, but I'm scared myself of what she's going to do. Ophelia ain't carrying around no weapons. Ophelia can't even fight. There's nothing she's going to do. And the thing that I love about her is, like, she's very artistic. So, of course, she's doing these little naughty drawings with Alaric in it. And her and him, because she's a woman now. So, it's not kissing and hugging. It's full on, you know, love-making things. And her thing that she loves to do, she loves to go to the garden. Now, what you got to understand about the Shade world is the colors are gray. There's no reds and yellows, things like that. It's gray, it's kind of gloomy. Think of a very cloudy day or a black and white photo, but that's everywhere. So everything's black and white. Your food's black and white, you know, the ground, there's no color. So for her coming in, she's like, who's an artist, she wants color, she misses that, even going out to the garden. But things start to change. And I don't want to tell you what it is, because when I read that, I thought, oh my God, that is just ingenious. That's the thing with Colette Rhodes. I've never read a book by her, which again, love the book. But again, thank you, Facebook, for, you know, having her book on there. But it was so clever, the things she come up with. There are certain things, like with her scents, her arousal being so sweet and wonderful. When again, it used to be the fear, and her fear was like disgusting to him. He hated that, but he slowly realized what she was doing because it was around this one person. And then he slowly realizes there's more to her. Now, they're in separate bedrooms, and she hates it because she wants to be with him. She wants to be touched by him. She wants to make love because she's thinking, you know, why aren't you touching me? You know, I think you're wonderful. I think you're so attractive. So when the time comes, she still like needs more from him. But he doesn't get that. Eventually he does. And I love how his character developed. First of all, this is told from two points of view. So you understand what he's thinking. Again, if you're a writer out there, please start doing that.
I love when I know what both characters are thinking, whether it's a man, woman, two men, two women, however people you have in this, reverse hanger, if you have one woman, four men, I don't care. But if you could put in how other people are thinking, it helps the reader.
I love that, especially when it's the man, because you always focus on the women. When they focus on the men more, I appreciate it more because I know as a woman what I'm thinking,
But I would love to know what the man's thinking. So, sometimes it's like, oh God, that's why he did this. That's why he said that. That makes so much more sense when you know what he's thinking.
I love the Shade King. I love Alaric. And I'm assuming there's going to be more.
I'm pretty sure there's a book 2 coming out, which I'm all for it because it's supposed to be about Astrid the sister. So I'm kind of
wondering how that's going to go because she
wasn't too wonderful
in book 1. So I highly recommend this book. It's very unique, which right now a lot of people are repeating things, repeating certain themes. This was not, I've never read a book about a Shade King. I love the Shade King. I actually have been working on my own book about Shade Kings for quite a long time now, trying to get it just perfect the way I want it. It's going to be different than this book, but I love the way that Colette Rhodes did this. I highly recommend this book. It's a long book, which again, I love long books. I'm tired of the books. They're like little novellas. Give me a full-length book, 300-400 pages. I'm all in all day long.
So anyway, I highly recommend this book. It's definitely 15 on the Steam because I love him and her together. She's wonderful. He's wonderful. I love both characters. I love everybody in this book. So I cannot wait to read book 2.
So this is another episode of Romancing the World with Charlie. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you did
enjoy it, please hit the like button and please subscribe because I'm looking to, add to our show. Hopefully, writers, if you're out there and you watch this, if you give me like your book title that's coming up and your name, I will totally read your book because again, it's a small following right now. But even if you get like a couple of people who watch this and go, "Oh, okay, that's like a good book." That's the more people you got.
So, anyway, everything's about
exposure, right, people? Anyway, have a great day. See ya.